Welcome to Peden Stadium, Athens, Ohio, home to the Bobcats, and fans have been pouring into the gates, and they are ready for this clash to get started. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a team from the American, the Rice Owls, taking on a team from the MAC, the Ohio Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Touchdown, Owls! The defense putting points on the board.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Bobcats are in the hurry-up. They'll give it to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
That's a 3rd down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So 3rd down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage. Make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Wide receiver comes in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires on the move. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Going right to work up top. Makes the catch. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some moves.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The corners are walked up tight. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy ball.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that. Ball, it'll be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Rice.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Power football with the run. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Rice.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Fires toward the target. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. And the Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Going to the running game. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They're going to mark this one at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. The give to the back. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
3rd down coming up.
We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. He won't have enough for the 1st down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the 1st down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up 4th.
On 4th down, going to the air. Converts on 4th down, still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, 4-down territory. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there, didn't get there a little bit early, saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film.
Looking for the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneak trying to power his way ahead for a few.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop, but nice job by the defensive line. But get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They're come flying in there, making the stop. But a nice stop by this defense, expecting the quarterback sneak.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give out of the gun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Bobcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Finds his man. It's Perry. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grab near the sticks. It's Weaver. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Gonna sling it on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The give on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving. You give them a first down. And the Bobcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Bobcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll close the gap to 14. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Really good coverage by the DB there, and even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Eakin. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Rice.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Near the 2-yard line.
This will likely be the last play of the half.
Cooler 18. Cooler 18.
He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Rice. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Matthews. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Finds a little space. There he goes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, that might come.
Trying to beat the D deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, things have mostly been going right for this offense in this game so far. That's why they have the lead they have. But that time, a little bit of a mental error. That should have been intercepted. Don't love the decision by the quarterback.
Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Boy, when you make a quarterback feel comfortable, man, they'll sit in that pocket, they'll go through their progressions, but when you start to hit them, they become very human, very average. They got to do a better job of keeping him upright, protecting him, so he can have a better second half than he did first.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He'll pull it down and run. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Bobcats moving quickly to the line.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Bobcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away incomplete.
And the Bobcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Makes the catch. It's Perry. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Bobcats have this offense rolling. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And here comes the offense on second down. Making side adjustments here. To the air on second down. The short hands, it's Jackson. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Now from inside the red zone. Here's a heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Back to pass on second down. Lets it go. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ford. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Bobcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Maryland is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up 14 over James Madison. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Complete to the left. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They'll throw it from the red zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Bobcats!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches catches him. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Looking for a crease. It's Ford. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to run for it. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it on the run. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Close to the end zone, and the ball's out. Touchdown, Bobcats. And here they come, almost all the way back.
And you just heard every offensive player go, oh, for a second there. How about that? The fumble deep in the defense's territory. But how about Johnny on the spot, scooping that ball up and finishing low in his pads, getting in the end zone. Nice break for this offense.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term turning it on. Touchdown, Rice. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And now the offense will come onto the field again. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Bobcats want to crank the tempo. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Perry. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw again. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Rush is on him. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Look.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice game.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You've got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Going for the big play. Makes the grab on the big throw. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Runs through the tackle.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. The handoff keeps working on that clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving.
Here we go.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 3rd down play from the gun. Going for it all. Touchdown Owls! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the grab down the left side. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw again. Right down the middle. Hits the open man. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking downfield on 1st down. Skips away from pressure. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
The DBs will back off a bit. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll run it from the gun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Trying to pick up a first down. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously, not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.